Well, hello everyone. Anil here with GOYA Mentorship. Today I want to have an open conversation with all of you about the topic around gratitude. And we hear that word a lot, gratitude. People say you got to be grateful for this and you got to be grateful for that, and you see it all over social media, and people are dancing around their house or their backyard and jumping and skipping and talking about being grateful. That's not what we're going to talk about today. When people hear about gratitude, they think it's, well, is that kind of hocus pocus? Isn't that cliche? You got to be grateful, you got to be grateful. And it can be cliche and it can be hocus pocus when we're not really focused on what gratitude means. So today I'm going to talk about some things where I have discovered what gratitude is really like and how it can be powerful when implemented in the proper way, followed by action. Because as all of you know, with Goya, um, Goya, it's all about action for me. It's all about getting off my ass. So today I'm going to talk to you about some aspects where I've gotten off my ass in my life and my business in connection with gratitude. And I want to recommend to you as well, when you watch this lesson, comment below and share with us how you have taken action around being grateful for whatever. So I'm going to touch on a bunch of things today. The first one is relationship, personal and business. Have you ever been in a relationship where you felt taken for granted? The person didn't appreciate you. You did everything you thought you were supposed to do, and somehow things didn't work out. It ended, and they've gone on. They've moved on to someone else. Well, let me ask you a question. Are you grateful for that? Are you grateful, or are you still in a place of upset and life is hard and poor me and this didn't go as I wanted? I had to learn that valuable lesson to be grateful that that person let me go. Because here's a philosophy or a rule I live by. I don't want to be in anyone's life in a relationship, either personal or business, where I'm not valued and appreciated because I treat people incredible. I treat people amazing. I treat people better than they treat themselves or how their family and friends treat them. Yet they push me out of their life. So what does that tell you? That tells you that they don't value me. And so I had to learn to be grateful for that because now I've gone on to incredible relationships, personal and business, with amazing people that do not take me for granted anymore and truly value having me in their life. They show it by their actions. So that's one aspect is look at your relationships, whether personal or business, and ask yourself, are you grateful for what you're going through, whether it be good or bad? And are you willing to now step out of that, leave that toxic environment and that relationship, and be grateful for what's coming, what's next? Because remember, we don't have to be stuck in any situation. We don't have to be stuck in any situation. So being grateful for whatever we're going through is a blessing. Okay. Here's the second thing about being grateful for. What if you're involved in something right now, it's not working out for you? Maybe you have a job, you hate your boss, they don't treat you well, or you're a network marketing company and it's not all that it was supposed to be. Maybe the owners don't treat you well, the comp plan sucks, the products suck, whatever. It's taking you forever to rank advance. You're spending more than you're making. You're attending meetings and conventions and hemorrhaging money, and your spouse or significant other, your family are looking at you sideways going, are you cuckoo, cuckoo? Are you cuckoo, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs? It makes no sense. So are you grateful for that going on? Where now you can make a better choice in another direction and get out of that toxic business working relationship or job or whatever and start creating something better for yourself. You see, I was there. I was in partnerships with owners and so-called uplines and people who brought me into things who didn't treat me well. They treated me well in the beginning because they had an agenda. They wanted me to produce, okay? They wanted me to get to work. But the minute I ran into challenges, the production wasn't there, the results were not there, they started treating me horribly. Horribly. So I had to learn how to be grateful for that and be thankful to God and the heavens and the universe for having that happen in my life because I made the move in other directions to better things, working with amazing people that truly have my back, who don't care whether I produce or not, they still have my back, and they're always there for me. See, I had to be grateful for that toxic, crappy working environment to now be in something better. So I hope you're getting my drift. You see, grateful is not just about where you see people posting on social media, oh, I'm grateful for this, I'm grateful for that, I'm thankful for this, I'm thankful for that. But when you look in, where's the action? It's just talk. They're just grateful for this and grateful for that. But are they backing it up in their own life with their actions? And please, like I said, share how you have taken actions in the right direction, coupled with gratitude, to show that you truly, truly have understood and appreciated what gratitude is all about. Now, here's another thing. Do you know gratitude operates on a cellular level? Did you know that? See, we're all frequency, energy, vibrational beings. 90 plus percent of us is liquid, is water, right? And do you know that when we don't operate from a place of gratitude and taking actions on the thing we want or what we want, and we just talk about it and we complain about it and we post about it, but when people look in, they don't see us taking those actions. Do you know that affects us on a cellular level? It impacts our health, our well-being. It makes us sick. It stresses our organs. It stresses our skin. It stresses our hair. It stresses our whole being. See, I had to learn that too, as well, about gratitude. I had to learn how to start taking better care of myself, how to start being more health conscious, how to really respect my temple or my body, that however I'm feeling or whatever I'm going through will affect me physically, whether I choose to acknowledge that or not. And I had to remove those things out of my life. And I'm grateful for what I went through because now my health is amazing. I'm involved in pulse electronic magnetic frequency, which is PEMF, with the devices. I'm helping people get their hands on it so they can also, with gratitude, get their health and well-being back on track. And so that's another aspect of gratitude people take for granted. They don't pay attention to the fact that when you put up with crap in personal relationships and business relationships, or how your family and so-called friends treat you, it affects you. It makes you sick. It causes you to age faster. It causes you to be in chronic pain. Because remember, if we're an energy being, we store energy. We can also store pain. We can store hurt. We store trauma. We can store loneliness. We can store unhappiness. We store that in our cells. And when it stores in our cells, it reflects in our muscles, in our organs, in our cartilage, in our very being. It shows up. You ever look at someone and you can tell they're not well, even without them telling you? Have you ever been around someone and you look at them and you go, something's up with you. You're not right. Something's not right with you. You're faking being happy, you're faking being healthy, you're faking being okay. What are you covering up? What are you avoiding dealing with? Because when you look at them and the way they are and how they are and the way they're being and what comes out of their mouth, and when you ask them certain things, they avoid answering the question, or they divert, or they make up some story or excuse, you can tell something's not right there. That's because they're not operating from gratitude. They say they are, but are they really, based on what we've just talked about? Someone who's operating from a place of gratitude will show it in their life. They will not put up with abuse in any relationship. They will not put up with being ill-treated by company owners and uplines and people in business. They will not put up with abuse from a boss or a significant other or family. They will not even put up with them abusing themselves by putting harmful stuff into their bodies, following harmful habits that hurt their body and hurt their health. See, all that is encompassed around gratitude, believe it or not. And so I can tell when someone's being truly grateful by how they live their life, by the actions they take. And so I have had to Goya, I've had to Goya in my life on many levels. The last few years I've gone through hell and back. You know, someone I was in love with, I thought I was going to spend the rest of my life with, said no, which is fine. I'm grateful for that. I had to take care of a dying parent and do the whole thing with the hospitals and the doctors and the palliative care team and the nurses. And sleeping in his room multiple nights and dealing with all sorts of crap and picking him up and putting him in bed and taking him to the bathroom. I'm grateful for that. I was with a company where I did incredible things and I thought I had people having my back and ownership, and it wasn't there. When I didn't do what they wanted, they got abusive or didn't treat me well. I'm grateful for that. I left living in Canada and moved on to the Caribbean and have been here 4 years, learning to readjust and transition into a different climate, different foods and different environment and different culture all over again. I've been gone 35 years. So I had to reclimatize in many, many ways. And it hasn't been easy. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful that people in my life that used to call me friends are no longer my friends. They've gone off, they've disappeared because I no longer serve them with their agendas, with what they want out of me. Because now these days I stand my ground and I don't put up with crap or bullshit from anybody. And I'm a no nonsense, no drama person. I'm very succinct, focused, and very tight on what I do these days. And these people have left my life. I'm grateful for that. So you see, I'm grateful for everything, the good and the bad, because it's helped me get to today, to this point in my life, to this with this stage. However, I've backed up my gratitude with lots and lots and lots of full out action and consistency and focus. Lots of it. Action, consistency, and focus. Not going on social media and saying, "Ooh, I'm grateful, I'm grateful." No, when you look in, it's balls to the wall, pit bull on a bone, focus, laser focus. I'm on fire with my life and everything because that's in conjunction with gratitude. If I want a high vibration frequency, healthy body, healthy mind, healthy soul, healthy spirit, healthy bank account, healthy lifestyle, whatever, I have to operate from a place of gratitude combined with action, combined with, as I said, getting off my ass in my own life. And so I'm grateful, I'm thankful, I'm grateful for you being in my life, those of you that are taking the time to watch this lesson. So please comment, let me know how you are taking action on your gratitude. What are you grateful for? What have you been through? What changes are you making? Who are you removing out of your life? What new actions are you taking? What new business partnerships are you forming? What new networks you are part of? What is going on in your life that you are grateful for, whether it's good or bad? And what are the actions that you have been taking to have a better, wholesome, healthy quality of life? So this is Anil with the Goya Mentorship. Again, straight talk, straight up, no fluff, no BS, just right between the eyes conversation. And I really appreciate and value, and I'm grateful for those of you that take the time to watch this and really connect with me. Here's what I suggest. Connect me with people that maybe I can assist to level up in their gratitude and start taking actions. Maybe you want to participate in what I'm up to with my current business, building it globally with PEMF devices. Reach out to me. Maybe you want to have a conversation about how Goya can benefit you, my mentorship platform, to help you get into a strong state of gratitude so you can start generating what you want, but taking the actions and being in performance and being effective and getting back on track in certain areas of your life and that you're sick and tired of where things are at right now. You're sick and tired. Things are not happening, things are not going on. You're not going to live another day like this. It's been years and nothing has come together yet, and you're like, you know what, enough is enough. I'm not going to continue with this nonsense. And maybe you are grateful for what you've gone through and you're ready to have that conversation. It's all about the state of readiness. Because once we're in a state of readiness and we start taking action on what we're grateful for, then we can have access to what we want. Not until then. Not until then. Not until we're in a state of gratitude and we're thankful for what we're going through and we're ready to take action on the things we truly, truly want and we're honest with ourselves and we acknowledge that situation, does anything shift? Not till then. There's a saying, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. But a lot of people don't realize the teacher was always present, except invisible. This teacher is always present. We are the ones that have to align ourselves with the teacher so the teacher appears. So the teacher manifests themselves. The teacher is always present. So I'm always asking myself, am I present? Am I present? Am I in the now? Am I paying attention? Am I being grateful? Am I taking the actions around my gratitude? Am I happy for the good and the bad? Am I happy for the letdowns, the speed bumps, the disappointments? Am I happy? Am I happy for people treating me like garbage? Am I happy for people not treating me well in companies, ownership? Am I happy that people come around me with agendas because they don't really care about me? They want me in their business because they know I produce and I have a massive network and influence. Am I truly grateful and happy for that? And am I taking action now on what I want with the proper Goya mindset, the get off your ass mindset, to start creating what I really, 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 truly, truly say I want, rather than just talking about it, hoping about it, wishing about it, whining about it, hoping miraculously it all comes together. Like a Disney movie, it all comes together. Am I living in that Disney warped mindset? So again, this is Anil today talking about the value of proper gratitude in alignment with taking actions and creating what we want. So reach out to me, post your comments. I'd love to hear what you have to say about gratitude in your life and how you've been taking action around what you want. And I look forward to us connecting in the days ahead. Thank you for your time and stopping in and listening to what I have to say. This is Anil Ramcharita with Goya Mentorship. Have a wonderful day and be smart, be safe, pick who you hang around with and give your time with very, very wisely, and make smart moves, wise moves with the right people focused on gratitude and taking actions around what you want. Cheers.